Alright, so the last thing I'm going to show you in Illustrator is the text tool. And for this, we're going to go ahead and create a new layer. So I've been working with guidelines, foreground, background. I'm going to lock the foreground layer, and I'm going to create a new layer and name it text. This is just helpful in case, because I'll probably have text go over my artwork. And when I want to try to move things around, you can accidentally select things, and then it gets a little bit complicated. So just to make things a little bit simpler, I'm going to create a new layer and make sure I'm on it and have it selected. If you're used to using the text tool in Photoshop, Illustrator is very, very similar. So we choose the type tool, and I've got different fonts that I can use and set up. So let's go ahead and pick one. I'll just choose this Montserrat, and we'll go with bold. I have no idea what this looks like, and we'll go with 36 points. So I can choose the font type, I can choose some formatting, and the size. I can even choose the paragraph alignment. I'll go ahead and choose center, and then anywhere on my document I can type, and I get a cursor, and I'm just going to type in the word happy. And this is all editable, so I can stretch and play with this any way I want. And let's go ahead and repeat a color maybe. That doesn't have very good contrast, does it? So maybe orange would be better. The brown would be better. Light blue is going to blend in. Actually, it takes on the pattern, so that's not going to work very well. Let's just keep things orange for now. That should be fine. And I've got this word happy, and then I'll hold the Option key, create a copy of that text, and I'll type in winter. Now I chose to go all uppercase. You can do whatever you like for text. And I'll change the alignment just a little bit, and I might even make the word winter just a little bit bigger. Now if I wanted to offset this a little bit, I can come in and add a stroke to my text. So let's make sure the stroke swatch is ahead, and then I'm going to choose white just to see what I get here, and we can change the width of the stroke. We'll go to 3 points. Now notice that it's crowding in on the letters. So let's go over here to the stroke window. And there's a couple options here. One of them is the align stroke. Right now it aligns it in the middle, but I want to have it align stroke to outside. That pushes the stroke to the outside. But it doesn't work with text. So to make this work, I have to be committed to my type. And let's go ahead and choose type, create outlines. That converts my art to shapes. It's no longer editable text, but it now allows me to align my stroke to the outside if I wanted to do that. And that might look and work just a little bit better. And that's really about, you can play around with the type tool if you like. There's even a way to do what's called type on a path. If you want to try something a little bit more daring, you can watch this demonstration. We won't expect you to do this in the project, but we can actually start with an anchor point. I'm just drawing a path that's curved, and that's because I know how to use the handles pretty well. Maybe right about there. Okay, and it doesn't really matter if it's colored or not, because that's about to go away. I'll come over here to my type tool, and there's type on a path, and all I have to do is put that anywhere on the path, and now it converts that. And now I can change this to happy. I can even make it a larger font. And I can even change how it works after. That kind of distorts things a little bit. But if I use my direct select tool, I can come back to the path, and I can change the shape of the curve tool if I thought maybe it was a little too much. Can also have it go a little bit further out. And now I've got, now I can change, now I can select the text and now it's all curvy. The bottoms don't align with the curves, but the letters, the base of the letters do. So that's how you can do something. So if you wanted to have that, if I wanted to do the same thing, type create outlines and then use that instead. So I could take this out and put this in. That gives you text that is on a curved path. And here I got a little unexpected result where the A is in front of the H. I could fix that by ungrouping this. I'm not going to bother with this assignment, but just thought I would show you how that kind of works. And you can certainly play with that. We won't require that in the project unless your instructor decided maybe that would be a good idea to include that in the requirements. And that's using type in Illustrator.